All right, within the next few years, the deepest swimming pool in the country could be within driving distance from the Quad Cities. The nonprofit Diveheart is looking to build the pool around Downers Grove, Illinois, right outside of Chicago. Once built, it will be used as a therapeutic diving center, helping people living with disabilities, people in wheelchairs, and veterans with PTSD. And if all goes according to plan, this pool will be about 130 feet deep. That's about 12 stories. Joining us now to talk about this is Diveheart's founder and executive director, Jim Elliott and Tina Marie Hernandez. Guys, thank you both so much for joining us here today. Let's start with Diveheart. What's your nonprofit's mission?
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
So we're a 501c3 nonprofit that works to build confidence, independence, and self-esteem with people with disabilities. We know that people with disabilities may be acquired, or if they were born with one, are told, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's kind of a negative lifestyle sometimes, or it feels to be. And we see our job is to say yes and to talk about what can you do, and let's use the abilities you have and make them work for you. And diving is very forgiving. The water's very forgiving. So getting them in the water, people might be standing for the first time, or we know people have done research with us and they've said up to the 50 first dives, they come out believing that they can do more than before they went in the water.
And now you're building this massive diving pool. What does it take to build something like this?
Well, we're 23 years as a nonprofit, and we've probably spent 10 years on this project. And it was actually doctors from Johns Hopkins that said, Jim, if you go to 66 feet, because we were looking at a 40-foot pool, you'll get this extra output of serotonin, which helps with pain management and anxiety. So we said, well, if we're going to go to 66, why not 130? Because that's the maximum depth for recreational scuba. And at the time we started this project, there was nothing in the world like it. There are a couple of deep pools now, one in Dubai, but the design is very different. We have 3 patents on our design. And the thing about patents is it protects us here in the US, but there are countries that can put a shovel in the ground right now and have this pool built in 24 months. So we're on a race really to get the deepest warm water pool built. And it's zero gravity. It benefits people, body, mind, and spirit. We've done 11 international scuba symposiums with university medical centers all over the country, and Mayo Clinic has asked us to come back a second time this year to present to their doctors.
Wow, wow. And 130 feet, you were talking earlier, one of the benefits to this is you don't have the ocean's currents or the cold temperatures either, because this is going to be heated, right?
It'll be heated, and right, we want to attract researchers. We want to do more research. We have a lot of anecdotal evidence, but we'd like to get more hard evidence. And researchers don't like variables. So having this pool, we'd be able to eliminate a lot of the variables that we have in the open ocean, which is the only other place right now that you can go and do this. Our pool will be dedicated to things like rehabilitation and research and training and education, which makes us different from any of the other deep pools that we have in the world right now.
Now, I know there's going to be a question, will it also be used for recreational scuba diving?
Yes. Yes is the basic answer. Jim has a ton of ideas. We've seen some of these ideas implemented in some of the other pools, but we expect to have free divers there, mermaid school. What's the other one?
Space camp.
Space camp, right?
That's the fun stuff.
Every astronaut that's out there needs to be a certified diver because they all practice with the weightlessness in water. So that's a cool thing that we can add. But yes, we will be inviting the community that's around us as well as the global community to come and dive with us.
Wow. In the few seconds that we've got left, I wanted to ask you guys, why this location? I mean, why pick the Chicagoland area?
Well, Chicago is near the 2 international airports, and really it'll be actually in North Chicago, which is near Great Lakes Naval Base, and we've done programs there over the years with grants from the Department of Veterans Affairs. But really, we can drive 30 minutes to either airport and end up anywhere in the world to go diving. So that is kind of why people can come from anywhere in the world to participate in the research.
We have the medical community there, a lot of teaching hospitals and things like that. So, and yeah, Chicago's the place to be.
The place to be, and we can't wait to see this come to life. Guys, thank you both so much for your time today. We super appreciate it.
Thanks for sharing.
With you guys at home, last week Diveheart launched a $300 million fundraising effort for this record-breaking pool. To learn more, you can head over to our website and click on the As Seen on TV tab.